Hello YouTube. So I am going to try and talk over the cockies. I'm doing a VR for Derek Tant. Derek has reached 1,000 subs. That is huge. So Derek actually has 5 questions for the for his giveaway, and I'll go through one by one. And what I'll do first, Derek, is go get yourself a drink, mate. I'll try and get this pipe lit while you get yourself a drink. This might be a long one. It might be a short one. I don't know. We'll see how fast we get through it. It's a bit of a show and tell as well. Go on. Gotta hope you're right next to your stash and you're all set up for a drink. So this is struggling. First question off the in the competition is, or the contest, is your greatest band of all time. Now that can be a little bit a bit of a hard one for me to answer. Oh, by the way, what was it? A Citra Pale Ale from the keg. Hard one to answer. I've never really been into, you know, one band in particular. More like sort of genres of music. So you know, depending on where I was in my life and, you know, which country I was living in and all that. We will get this lit. So at the moment, I'm into this this little band. This bloke, Brandon Ray. Have you heard of Brandon Ray? It's you know, not bad. No, it's your brother. But in all honesty, for the past 8 years, I've been a country music fan. When I travelled across America in, what was it, 2008, something, I ended up in Nashville, and I was supposed to stay there for a couple of days, and I got stuck there for about 2 weeks because I fell in love with the place, fell in love with the music. Before that, wasn't a fan of country music at all, but you know, when you go to, you know, you hear the soul and the just the stories that are behind it and in it. It's amazing. So I can't even come up with any bands. I just, you know, I'm always playing it on you know, Pandora, country music radio, and just love listening to it. But before that, you know, when I was living in England at the time, garage music, or garage, as the English call it, garage music. So I love that. I'm one of those people that love everything, except grunge metal. There's just something there that doesn't get me. But everything else, from elevator music to country to rock and all that. But you know, quite partial to AC/DC and Metallica. You know, I went to see Metallica the first time they were over in Australia years ago. Well, was it first time? Would have been 93, 94, something like that. And that was fantastic. So I might drag this this video out. Cheers. The second question was, I think, back to the the desert island theme. What 3 to 4 blends would you tobaccos would you take, and yeah, what are your favourites? So lately I've really been getting into the Englishes, and I've got in my pipe that it's been struggling to get lit some Boswell Northwoods. Really been liking the same with the with the nightcap sort of. I don't know if they're similar or not, but they really been enjoying those. Brown Sugar Flake and Sleepy Hollow. So almost my if I don't feel like branching out into anything sort of weird and wonderful, my go-tos. So I've been enjoying those. The next one. Now, I thought about this. Next question was, do you have any regrets? And if you're on your deathbed, would you have any regrets, and what would they be, and what would you what would you do to sort of fix up the factors of regret? Main one I could think about, actually, I don't have too many regrets, but the one thing I'll probably think about is I should have kept myself a lot fitter. Just the last week or so, I've had the doctors telling me I'm sort of pre-diabetes stage. Nice one. So cheers. But so it would have been nice. I mean, I've struggled with my weight for my entire life, pretty much since I was about 12 or so. I blame my parents for breaking up. Yeah, why not? I've only had 30 years to do something about it. Yeah, and over the years I've been different levels of fitness. Hit the gym, but never really got fit. Never lost. I lost the weight at one point, but it's always been a struggle, and I continue to struggle. So now that the big D is knocking on the back door, or knocking on the door, I think I really need to do something about it for the sake of the kids and the family. So you never do. You never do what you're supposed to do until you have to do it, do you? Which is kind of sucks. So that's it. Would have been nice to have kept myself fit. I probably would have enjoyed life in general a little bit more if I was able to just not be the fat bastard. Anyway, so favourite drink. There we go. So I like everything. First of all, morning, first thing. I don't know if you guys have Aldi over there, but I need my pod coffee, or just my espresso, or my coffee in general. I do have it with milk and not sugar anymore. Beer. Love to brew beer, so obviously love a beer. Over the years, before I even drank beer, because the only beer I'd ever tasted over here was VB, Victoria Bitter, and Carlton Draft. Piss, just crap. So of course I stayed away from beer. So Jack Daniels for 20 odd years has been the go-to, and can't say I'm a fan. They do say it's the original sipping whiskey, but I love it in Coke. Fantastic. I could drink that stuff the first thing in the morning, and and not just Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, because otherwise I'll be buzzing. And this is where I've hoped you've gone and got yourself a a drink, getting into the scotches. So really been enjoying trying a few different scotches. So cheers, Derek. There we go. Ching. Absolutely bloody lovely. So I told you it was a bit of a show and tell. Dragged it out a bit. So that was the drink. Now, podcasts. Your podcasts. I have liked you on, what was it? Hey, We're Talking. I have liked you on Facebook and YouTube, and I did watch one of your podcasts today, and it was great. It actually, I left a comment for you. I was thinking of doing a VR, but then I'm like, do you do VRs for podcasts? So I didn't. I just left a comment, but you guys did write back and say, don't be shy to do a podcast. But you know, the one I watched was about TV shows, so I put a list of, so here's kind of the VR anyway. So yeah, Farmer Wants a Wife, Big Brother. No, they're the bad ones. Not a fan of those ones. So yeah, you guys listed a whole bunch of TV shows, but one that's not on anymore, Parenthood. Love that. If you don't get a tear in your eye after every episode, man. Westworld. It's a bit of a, you know, love a bit of the Wild West, but it's got a bit of a mechanised sort of spin to it. Nashville, again, goes along with the theme of country music. Love it. This Is Us. Now, this is almost like a Parenthood replacement because Parenthood's finished. I'm a bit of a softie. And of course, the 80s shows, you know, Who's the Boss, Family Ties, and of course, I've watched it about 20 times on the repeats. Happy Days. So, oh, and there's, you know, Silicon Valley. I know you mentioned Silicon Valley. I love that when it's on as well. So, anyway, 12 minutes, probably the longest video I've ever made. Derek, love your channel. Love your camera. You know, your... you know, there's a word for that, but you're just really good in front of a camera. And the fact you've got 1,000 subs and you still manage to comment randomly on some of my videos and you know, and do VRs to let, you know, other people in the community. I don't know where you find the time. I know you said in your video that you you know, it's just physically impossible to keep up with all the VRs or all the videos of all the people you're subscribed to. And I can see I've got, you know, 1/10 of what you've got, and I struggle. Yeah, so it's yeah, really enjoyed it, and you know, you did say if we're ever in the town, going through, to stop in and have some say good day and have some baccy and some free reign of the hutch. So see you in a couple of weeks. No. Well, I'm actually coming over to the US in May, land in the West Coast in May, and then end up on the East Coast in probably first week of June. Oh, actually, who would I like to... Back to that drinking. I got caught up in the drinking. Who would I like to have drinks with? Well, yourself, of course. Cheers. And pretty much anybody and everybody. I'm not picky. Anybody on YouTube, and anybody that's not on YouTube just wants to drink. I don't need an excuse to drink. But yeah, or catch up or smoke a pipe. So yeah, sorry, I forgot that. Should edit that back into the original, but I won't. So anyway, Derek, congratulations on your 1,000 subs. It is absolutely phenomenal. And your giveaway, I'd forgotten what it was, but I remember there was a good dozen or so draws. So absolutely amazing. So looking forward to seeing who the draw is, or when you draw. So all the best. And if you're ever over in sunny Melbourne, Australia, Melbourne, of course, and anybody else out there, don't be shy to drop in. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Derek.